Something tough work, yes.
Just because
Some yes, yes, Brinda.
okay, just because some some weekend uh, other member in a department take a vacation.
Yes.
This is why sometimes the the job or the charges of the work change.
So you have any topic for today's discussion?
No, I don't think in any topic.
Means daily routine, anything you have mind, yes, we can discuss this topic.
What topic?
You have no idea regarding for today topic.
Oh, okay. We can talk about uh, the opportunity of the migration.
Migration.
Yes. One example is in some in some places don't accept the migrants.
Yes, please say something more.
Oh yeah, I can explain. In my state, a lot of migrants we have here, but the people accept all migrants here. One example is we have three borders from Mexico, and one border is Guatemala. We accept the migrants and try to make employed uh, make a job, sorry, make a job for they. I think if you accept the migrants with good values, they try to be like a grateful with the country. But what happens if you don't accept the migrants? I think they thinking uh, this person is not good because close the door and don't have the opportunity to get a job. But in some cases they have a other like a tradition or cultures or different values because they grow up in a different values in the family. But I think is you born with natural values. I think all child is a
Yes.
good feelings. But what happen when the child grow up in a bad family? I think in some cases the kid when I was an adult person or a teen person, I think is like the main change in the attitude can be can be changed.
So first of all, your topic decided as like migrant. Yes, migrate. Migrant
Yes,
means
migrant.
those people came in our country without means any passport, any visa. Yes,
Yes,
this is our
yes,
so
but
this
I think the difference
is good.
foundation.
This is not good, no? If
Yes,
any
that
person was our
yes,
without any
yes. This is right. This not good. But what happened is you have in your country a lot of migrants. What happened with these people if you don't pay the door for make a job for that? You convert the country in unemployed persons.
yes, it's a right. Those people have no job. They want to earn money. That's why the reason they cross the boundary. Yes, they reach the other country for finding a job. Yes,
Yes, because I think the people try to cross in the border because in the actual country they don't have the opportunity.
yes. But
If
for this,
you
bad people also present, also cross the border. Yes, bad people means those like terrorists or anything means enemy. Enemy and friend is always with us. Yes. So if enemy type people present in our country, it's a very danger for us because we have no idea who is good or who is bad people. Yes.
yes,
If, without visa, without passport, people present in our country. So sometimes it's very bad for our society because we have no idea now who those people present in our country. Who is terrorist, who is bad, who is good, who is really needed to job. That's why the reason government provide us rule regulation. Yes, those people wants to come in our country. First of all, they needed to cross
yes.
check.
I think you need to know what is the purpose this person visit the other country. You need to know the purpose. But
Yes,
the second is this person go to the other country without documents, and it's not easy for they find a job because all companies need a documentation for start a new job.
yes,
But if you go to the I don't know what is the name of the office, but if you go to the office for a government, you can you can start the documentation for be a legal person in this state. But if you have bad history in the other country, it's not possible be a legal here because I suppose the government investigate the history of the person in the other country. I think this is the normal step. step.
Yes, in India, we also seen that Viranda, a lot of people frauded, means they taken loan from bank a big amount, and after received amount, they left our country and they reach in London direct. Like
Oh,
Vijay Mallya, Kingfisher aeroplane owner, right now in London. Our government was trying to find out where is Vijay Mallya because they received a lot of loan amount from bank, like Punjab National Bank, and right now they left our country and enjoying life in London. So this type example is also in our society.
yes, this is the same in Mexico. If you committed a crime and go to Spain, one example is the ex-president of Mexico go to Spain because I think he committed uh, illegal things.
Yes,
Yes, but one example is what happened with the kids. Yeah, they have the necessity to go to the school, and in some cases they don't talk the same language. And if you think suppose the parents um, make the normal process for be legal in this country, and imagine this person is from the India. They, this person don't or the kids don't speak Spanish, and it's not easy for them to start in the school.
yes, those kids society is not a Spanish language and they directly reach in Mexico. That time they have a lot of problem, yes, because they don't know Spanish language.
Yes, the same issues happen when some person in this state uh, have have a new job in USA. The kids only talking Spanish, and when the kids go to the school, it's a big problem because these kids don't
In
talk with any any person.
other language, in a
Yes,
other language, like English.
yes,
But I like suppose Spanish language in Mexico and USA. I think in a European country, a lot of people speaking Spanish language. I think it doesn't matter in Mexico or USA or
yes. But
other
USA have uh,
Canada.
yes, but USA have a some state with I think only 5% of the population only talking Spanish, but it's a it's a little percent.
It's a only exception case. Exception.
Yes, exception case. But for the state California, I think Los Angeles, this state, I think the major of the person talking Spanish. This is good because if you cross the border, the major of the market they have attention in Spanish, but
Yes.
other markets only talking in English.
So I think Brenda, if kids present in this type of society, so they have in a starting time they have a lot of problems. Yes, But after a few months or few years, they absorb English language because kids' mind is very sharp. Yes, so really after a few years, mm, they are friendly with any language, doesn't matter English or other language, because this is our society language. Yes, in the starting time, suppose it's 5, 7, 8 years, a student present first time in USA, like New York or New Jersey. So first time they have no more idea what is English language. But if they taken admission in English language school, then after because society, because 99% students are speaking in English, yes,
Yes.
they have no any idea. So
Yes. And
in the
in
starting
the
time, they have a lot of problem, but after a few months, after a few years, they are friendly with English language also.
yes. Yes, it's more easy for the kids. Mm.
But those people are elder, yes, adult. They have a lot of problem because their mind is
Yes.
not converted in English or any other language in easy way.
Yes, I think it's because you are thinking in the pronunciation is not good. Maybe I
Yeah,
don't know what is the correct word, but I try to find different way or different
yeah.
spot and try to understand what is your idea.
So for learning, kids' mind is always good. Yes,
Yes.
because kids' mind is as like our weighted soul. Yes, means you know soil pot. Soil pot.
Oh, yes. It's like I don't know. Yes, I understand what is the
Soil pot. When it's not rep means in process of soil pot in a starting time, those person wants to prepare soil pot in a starting time. They have right to which type of pot they are trying to prepare, yes, and after prepare, after uh, ready, they can't change this, yes, before prepare, they have idea, they have a lot of idea which type of pot.
Good
Good morning,
morning, sir.
Surendra
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning,
good
sir.
morning.
Good
How are you,
morning.
sir? Yesterday we are waiting for you. Surendra sir will come, but sometimes.
Actually, I was not at my home.
Okay. So you celebrated Nag Panchami yesterday?
Yes, yes.
Brenda, we
Se-
discussed Nag Panchami festival. So yesterday was Nag Panchami festival.
what is the night of the festival?
Sorry.
Yes,
What
snake
what is,
festival. Nag
the
Panchami
next
means
festival?
snake. Yes.
Yes, but what
We
is the name?
we celebrate snake as like God.
Oh, a snake.
Snake is God. Yes, he is always present in our God Shiva neck. So, Sundar sir, today we are discussing regarding our migrant people. Means,
Hmm.
we've seen that a lot of our Bangladesh people present in our country, Nepali people present in our country regarding finding a job. They are living in our society. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So type of example is also present in Mexico as per Brenda. So this is good or bad for our society?
At the base of humanity, it is good, but at the base of countryhood, it is not good thing. If you want to strengthen your country, and other migrant people will come in your country, they will share your sources and your incomes. So that is bad thing, no doubt. But if you are looking at the humanity base, it is good thing to serve the human. It is good always.
Yes, that's why the reason, Surendra sir, those countries are developed country. They
Mhm.
have never accept any one person. Yes, country
Yes.
like but those countries as like developing country.
So between India and Nepal, there is no restriction. Any person can go to Nepal and can live there, and any person can come to India and live there. So, but we cannot buy the land there without the citizenship. We cannot get a government. We cannot get government employment there without citizenship. Also, same thing here. Also, they can do in private sector job, and they can do their own business in India. So a lot of Nepali people are coming in India, and they are, you can find easily in any city of India.
Yes,
So that is legal because India and Nepal, between India and Nepal, government has agreement that there would not be any kind of visa, any kind of paper. They can freely go and come in. But unfortunately, illegal migrants were coming from Bangladesh, coming from Nepal, and coming from
Pakistan
Myanmar.
also. Pakistan
Yes,
also.
so basically, main problem, Bangladeshi and Myanmar people who are coming, uh, illegal migrant there, because there is restriction. They need a visa, but without visa, without informing the government, they are coming, crossing the border, and they are living here and there. So a lot of disturbance are happening in India.
Yes, so if border is free, then we can find who those person is good and who those person is bad. I like criminal,
Mhm.
terrorist. Yes, it's really sometimes it's very hectic finding out
So,
who
what's the
is
name
good.
of Muslims who are coming from Burma, Myanmar? Uh, just I'm forget.
And just
But
a few months before, we listen one lady is also present come from Pakistan. Yes, and the marriage. You listen, Sundar sir?
Yes, yes,
I,
Seema Haider.
Seema Haider. Yes.
Seema Haider crossed the Seema.
Seema has crossed the Seema border, and she
Marriage,
she
marriage
become
with.
she become very famous lady
Yes,
worldwide.
one movie is also making for this. This- Good morning,
But
Naveen
this
ji.
this type of lady, this type of citizen who are coming, their problem, but major problem are coming from Burma, Myanmar. A group of leaders, a group of people are coming. Lakhs and lakhs people are here. After coming, they become stable, and they are involved in politics also. नवीन जी क्या कौन से मुस्लिम हैं वो जो
कहाँ पे सर?
म्यांमार
Which
से
one?
जो म्यांमार से आते हैं कौन से मुस्लिम वहां से भगाए गए हैं आके यहाँ बस जाते हैं ये पूरा क्रिमिनल केस वही करते हैं
वो सर रहते हैं ना सर,
रोहिंग्या
क्या बोलते
रोहिंग्या
हैं?
रोहिंग्या समथिंग
रोहिंग्या।
रोहिंग्या
रोहिंग्या
यस गॉट यस राइट रोहिंग्या मुस्लिम आर famous for their bad work in worldwide, and this is a
And
major problem. A lot of people had come in India, lakhs and lakhs people
yes,
had come
yes,
here.
yes.
Yes, and demographic change happened due to Rohingya people in Assam, in Paschim Bengal. Actually,
Manipur.
where yes, so a lot of disturbance happening in India due to Rohingya Muslims.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if our border is free, then it's really very bad
No,
sometimes.
border is not free. Border is not free. Their need of visa from the coming of if they coming from Bangladesh. Actually, they are coming from Bangladesh, but illegal migrant they are. Illegally they cross the border.
But this person have the opportunity to um, make a job.
Yes, actually, India is uncontrolled way. uh, they
Okay.
can live. They can live by side the road. They can in the tent. A lot of people, a lot of tents you can see by side the road. They are Rohingya people, and firstly they are doing local work, and they are like slum work and scrap work. They are finding here and there. So after that, after some time, they get their identification number, Aadhaar number, and voter ID card. These are documents from which you can identify it from yes, you are Indian. And they illegally they got, they become the citizen illegally. And after some time, they try in government sector job, also in private sector job, and they got their children's admission in schools. So they are like a citizen of India. So that is very dangerous thing. And many terrorist work, they are involved in many terrorist work that happen in India.
Yes, means as like elephant teeth, they have two type of work. One work
Mm.
regarding people think yes, he is working in a scrap, he is working in local
Mm.
work, but their mind is also prepared for bad thing, means terrorist work also.
Yes,
So this type of people is always bad for our society.
actually, they are not true Indian, so they had not love for India. They can harm.
So Brenda, this type of people also migrate in Mexico also.
So I have heard Mexican people also cross the border illegally to US. Is
Yes.
it right?
This is right.
Yeah.
But I think that the major of the person is not from Mexico. Is from
Mhm.
other countries.
Other coun other country too.
Yes,
Yes.
First of all, they
like
present in Mexico. Yes.
yes, yes, like
After
Guatemala.
Mexico present,
Yes, near to Mexico we have uh, other borders. Is Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras. The Mexican people help to these countries to crossing the border.
So it is Mexican government's responsibility to let not they cross the border any other people.
Yes,
If
this
they
is
are
why.
they are coming from other country to Mexico to cross the border. So it's responsibility of Mexican government.
Yes, but this is
So
why Donald Trump. This is
di-
why.
just I was saying, I during the Donald Trump time, Donald Trump want to create a border structure. So had they made the border like wall? They want to make a wall between US and Mexico.
Yes, this is right. After the government to Donald Trump, you can
Mm.
see the USA. It's possible to see USA, but Donald Trump start to building a big boundary,
Mhm.
and but it's no end this boundary. Only start to building.
Mhm.
But no matter if you have one a big wall, that people always try to cruise in a tunnel, try to cruise in swimming in the sea. We have a different possibilities, different choice to cruising from USA.
Yeah, same thing happened here also in India. From the Bangladesh, a lot of people are crossing through the rivers. They swim up and also under the ground. So made the tunnels. So very bad situation. Governments find unable to search the people from where they are coming.
and second thing is if those person present in our country, then how can they made our Aadhaar card, our PAN card? This is very challenging
Sir,
job. Yes,
easily you can make easily.
yes. So this function is not needed to like easily because if those person have
If you
no
want
any
to,
proof
if you want to
proof document.
get a Aadhaar card of your son, so you can get. If you
Yes,
want
but
to go,
without any documents, suppose
Mhm.
Surinder sir, I needed to prepare Aadhaar card, then first of all I needed to provide him any government documents first, na? Then after
Mhm.
they can release Aadhaar card. But those person present today and from other countries, then how
Mhm.
can they receive the Aadhaar card without any documents? Aadhaar card provide him. Back support means support documents needed. I needed Aadhaar card, then I needed to provide him documents like my birth certificate, my education certificate, means anything those provide. Yes, I am Indian.
Sir, firstly they come. Usually they come and they stay for a year, 2 year, and by side the road, and here and there, and after that,
Yes, but by
actually,
by side the
I,
road means they have no any proof. By side the road
just I'm
means
saying,
they have.
and
Yes,
after some time they get electricity because leaders are very bad of India. They want to make their vote. and leaders supply electricity and electricity bill generated. So one proof made that electricity bill you have. A lot of Rohingya people come to this idea, and they got electricity. Through the electricity they can get Aadhaar card. So
Yeah. Second thing is they are living in a group, yes, not individual.
yes,
That's why the reason.
they create a community. They create a
Yes,
village like. So
yes,
a lot
a
of
small village.
yes. So a lot of vote leaders can see, and yes, there are a lot of votes. They can be my vote, and they
Yes,
supply
that's why
the
the reason.
water supply and electricity bill, and they are not interested to uh, make them flew away, run away.
In Pune,
Actually,
Surinder sir, I also seen those
hmm,
people Nepali, but they have
hmm.
a Aadhaar card in Pune city.
Yes, now they are
Because
citizen. That is
because
why
yeah,
it is needed that citizenship bill was needed in India, but unfortunately, opposition of government leader, so they opposed that there is no need of citizenship bill. They said that yes, many citizen of India they will uh, they will not get citizenship bill because they had no paper. If you have no paper, you are not citizen of India. If you have paper, then you are citizen of India. But unfortunately, government has to back return from that bill. CAA.
yes. So for this type of work, till now, our government and red people playing I like rat and cat. Yes. But you quickly said for humanity purpose, this is good. Those people wants to work, doesn't matter which country they present in our country. For living a life, they want to finding a job, doing a job. It's a good. So our government think is good, but those people present in for as like terrorist, as like bad people. In that case, it's very danger for our society. Because Surendra sir, we seen a few months before one accident in Delhi. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people. One road is jammed, na? One road. I
Main
like
problem is Rohingya
maximum is
people are
yes.
major Rohingya people are living in Assam and Bengal.
That's why the reason Mamata Banerjee is continue.
Yes, Mamta Banerjee is supporting for to them.
Yes.
So this
So
is unfortunate for India. A leader are supporting for votes to them, and they are getting identity card.
it's like big scam. Yes,
Yes.
due to self profit, they provide him citizenship documents, but it's totally bad for our country. People will present in our society and earn money. Okay, but documents we provide him documents, then it's a danger. So Navinji, what's your opinion in Rajasthan? Rajasthan also present other people, other
Yes,
country
yes,
people?
yes, yes. And this type of people is also Rajasthan. She is doing scrap work in this area, but our actually this is the anytime all are in surveillance areas. So a little bit happen is also going on this location. Many of people came from Pakistan, and he or she established in these locations, and uh, so our area is totally surveillance. You can see now many of totally. I am totally in the border way, border areas. So in past time, one of the famous area in Jaisalmer, say Fort Taskari, and we are touch in Pakistan. Uh, maybe in what is the name? I don't know. I'm just forget. So only not too much far away from the Longewala post. Only 15 kilometer far away for the Pakistan and one of the other also location. So this type of happen always, but nowadays our Indian army is um, too fast and he is very intelligent. He is all things look after. We have also installed many of instrument for checking purpose. We are also look after. We are fencing and we are also providing the lighting in border. But I can see now no any Pakistani peoples are making the mm, fencing and lighting in border way. Only we are doing this type of work. So that means he is totally free. He is no any tension about this type of happen. So now I have touched the border always. This type of happen always we have seen now, and many of Rohingya people is also living in this area. So
Yeah.
this type of happen is always we have seen now.
Yes, in some cases, in my case, in my case, we have a different foundation for migrant people, but some foundation you pay some foundation with the taxes, and this foundation is part of the government, but the government pay the foundation with the taxes. But in some cases, many people come to the country only with the purpose to only see what happened here. But what happened when this person don't try to have a job only lie. This is bad because the government provide to the people the food, the house, provide all, and don't try to make more option for get a job. Only is waiting for the government from USA try to open like a type of form and try to apply for go to USA. But what happened if the government from USA is like a delayed with the documents? The person is waiting 2 or 3 years here, only life for that in this type of foundation. This happened in my state. The people only waiting for one response from USA is waiting 2 or 3 years here without job.
So I think it's a developing country is always challenge for this type of people. Yes.
Yes, they have the opportunity to start a new job, but this person is only waiting for one response to USA. Only this person lead on that on my taxes or the other person. It's like a vacation because it's only waited.
So and that so Mexican government never try to do something for if other country people present first in Mexico. So in that case, Mexican government never try to close this type of thing.
Yes, in some cases the government try to arrange the documents for these migrants, but not all migrants have the mentality for stay in this country. The mentality for the major of the person is go to USA, no stay in this country.
Okay.
This is the goal of the person, go to USA, no stay in this country. But this state is like the house for waiting the response for the other
I
country.
like I like bridge.
Yes, the
I
people here
like
is
bridge.
waiting. Bridge, yes, it's like a bridge. It's like the house for waiting.
Getting.
Yes, this is why the people, yes, is migrant here, yes, but it's only waiting for the answer to the other country. And this is bad because in some cases the people is waiting 3, 5, 6 years here without job.
Okay. For this 3 to 6 years needed,
Yes,
and they are living your country.
yes, in some cases the houses for the foundation is a full of of migrant, is a full, and these people sleeping in the street. And this is bad because if you go to the border, you see the people sleeping in the street with your sons. is bad aspect for the country. And the majority of the migrants go to this country, came to this country in a group, no lowly.
Yes, this is his big advantage. They are every place they are trying to go with group.
Yes, it's a big group. I think we have like 6,000 of migrants in this state.
You have 6,000, but here I think lakhs and lakhs people. Yes, Sundar sir. In
Yes, this
Delhi,
yes
Bangladesh.
this migrant is living in the foundation, but the government don't quantify the people is sleeping in the street, only in the foundation. And now we have 6,000 migrants only in this state, and all these
Means
persons living in the
in your area,
yes,
yes, in your states,
yes,
means in your area, not in the
yes,
whole country.
yes, only in my area, only in Tijuana. Tijuana is only a city. It's not a state. It's a city. Only in this city we have 6,000 migrants, and all these migrants is waiting for cruising to USA.
Yes, main purpose is how to reach USA.
Yes,
For this, if they needed to live in Mexico 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, doesn't matter. They are living and trying to reach USA. Yes.
yes, yes,
So I think in your country, no main problem, but here India is not those people present in our country. Their focus is how to live in India and how to damage to India. This type of purpose is very dangerous for us.
yes.
Yes,
This is
Naveen
bad.
ji. Surendra sir. Yes,
Yes, I think in my state don't have these issues about the terrorists.
yes.
I never,
Seen.
yes, I never see the terrorists in my state. Yes, we have a lot of cartels of narco traffic. Yes, but it's different narco traffic with the terrorists, because I think the difference, because the terrorists try to kill innocent person, but the narco traffic or cartel of narco traffic only try to export, import different drugs. This is all. And the people
Yes.
say in some state, the people say the cartel of narco traffic is a good person because make a job for the people in the agriculture.
But their
Actually,
product is
Uday, in
not
your state,
acceptable.
there is no Muslims, hardcore Muslims. Maximum hard Muslims are living. That's why there are 100 to
Surendra sir, your voice is not coming.
Muslims. Hello?
Surendra sir. Yes, yes. Now I think it's okay. Please, Surendra sir. Hello. Surendra sir, you are. Yes, please say something. What are you say?
Just I'm saying that in India, basically a lot of Muslim people are living. There is society, so that is why here can be seen terrorism also. But in Mexico, there is a very few Muslims are living, or not so. There is not all terrorism all Hitler. This is right. The religion. So all the of community.
Yes, I think Brenda, Sundar sir was trying to say that those people present in Mexico for USA needed to go. They're not Muslim people. Yes, that's why the reason here in Mexico, terrorist type of people not present through migrant. Yes, Brenda.
Yeah, I never see a Muslim here. I
Yeah.
think yes, the Muslims go to Tijuana, my city, and try to cruise in to USA. But the purpose, I think, is no make a dangers, make a damage to Mexico. I think is for USA. Because in Mexico is so easy make a damage because we don't have a good security.
Yes.
Pankasha, it's time to go for me.
Yes. Now 7.
Yes, I try to join tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you, Surendra and Naveen, for the time. Bye, Pankasha.
Okay. Okay, Naveen ji. We'll meet tomorrow.